Ticket Machine is the official ticket broker of Spartan Nation. No matter what you need a ticket for, border to border, coast to coast, the Ticket Machine is your ticket source. So whether you need to get into the hottest concerts, the best sporting events, you want the best seats in the house, or you just want to get in the door, when you want to go to any event that requires a ticket, anywhere, border to border, coast to coast, it's always theticketmachine.com. Theticketmachine.com, 517-655-3201. Check it out today at theticketmachine.com.
About first day of practice, again, I think first day of practice always, everybody comes out here, puts their best foot forward, as we always do, and a lot of retention, as there always is, but tough to judge people when you're in shorts and things of that nature, but I thought got a lot of, did a lot of things out there, and, we came back healthy. So I'll take some questions.
You want to get out of Brian, the work he did in camp, in his first camp, kind of as the guy. What do you want to see?
Well, I think any quarterback's got to take control of the football team. So that's what you look for, whoever the starter is. And Brian's the guy right now, and I think he's done a nice job today. But take a step-by-step approach. That's for all those guys.
You talk about the retention. Are you seeing it from the freshmen who maybe got a little indoctrination earlier?
I think game moved a little fast for the freshmen because you're doing a lot of different things. But they have a good head start based on what they were able to accomplish this summer. But again, we're out here in shorts, so it's hard to say in shorts, and there's a lot of things going on. So until you evaluate the practice film and see see who did what, you sort of got a little bit of a lot of questions.
Mark,
but it's early.
There's a lot of people in this program with a lot to prove. Do you sense the enthusiasm level is higher, maybe because of that factor?
Well, I think every year we come out here ready to go, and I'm very optimistic about the opportunities that we have in front of us, and that's the game of football. And I think our guys have done that every year, and I think they did it last year, and we'll continue to do that. But I think the key to all this is be able to stay constant in what you're trying to do, stay convicted in what you're trying to do, and be able to do that day in and day out, and get better, and then take that with confidence to games.
Were you more anxious to get out here this year than ever?
Yeah, I was ready to get rolling on 2017. I don't think there's any question about that.
Mark, every year, obviously before he passed, you called your head coach and then his widow. Do you talk to them on the first day about memories and how big this is going to be over a lifetime, not just for a season?
Yeah, I mentioned that to people. I think the big message, this year has been, hey, we got something to prove. We got to come back in here and get ourselves right and do the work. You got to do the work, and there's always going to be resistance to doing the work. Resistance, whether it's an injury or somebody else trying to prevent you from doing that, on the field. So that's the main message right now. But yeah, I always, I was sitting up there the other day, making the practice schedule, remembering way back. So yeah, I do those things.
How do you feel, today, as right now, as opposed to a year ago, as this opening?
Oh, I don't make comparisons like that. Last year I felt great too. It's how you handle problems as you move forward, and every year has some different adversities that you got to go through, and there's been years past that we've been able to go through that adversity, and this past year, we sort of hit a wall a little bit. We kept playing, but things didn't always work out.
Did you get everybody in camp? Is there anybody not in camp?
We have one player that's not in camp yet, but he should be in camp by tomorrow. That's our hope. It's just he's got to. It's just got to go through the process, paper process.
Mark, some of your guys that were questioning, like Bell, Tyson Smith, they're good to go 100% at this point.
Yeah, they're out here. So yeah.
Mark, the run test. If you've been asked, I'm sorry, I'm back here. Everybody passed the run test, or is there still a couple guys that need?
I know that they're going to call out from the pass. But we're coming in a week early, so we did the run test a little bit differently. So yeah, everybody's passed thus far.
You're going to hear about that.
I'm sorry.
You just did it earlier in the year.
Well, I think that they've been running 20 and 30 of those things during the summer, and we came back in after giving them off a week and didn't want to stress them today on that. So we're doing it piecemeal. We're working them, but we're working them. They're getting their work.
Is part of that from the longer camp to kind of burn out?
From the longer camp, I just don't think that our guys are ready to play football, and they condition pretty much year round, and don't want any pools.
Pads go on Thursday, Mark. Is that right?
Pads, shells go on Wednesday and then Thursday, and then pads come on Friday.
You said with when there's without pads, it's hard to get a whole lot of takes from this. Not exactly your exact words, but were there any one or two guys that stood out?
Yeah, no. I mean, we pretty much stayed separate as much as we could. Don't want a lot of banging, and when we did go team, it was let them run. Disengage and let them run. It's sort of, we only went like 7 minutes against each other, so just trying to keep everybody healthy.
Mark, it's early. What's the intangible about Lewerke that you like?
Well, I think that he's been here, he knows our offense, so he's third year in, and I think he has a calmness to him, and he's a quick learner, and he can create, which is tangible, but I think the intangible is he can bring that sense of calmness to our football team.
Mark, has there been much change in routine this year? Is it trying to do things the same way, just a little bit better? Or
Well, we're always going to try and change some things up as we go, but there's so many different ways you can line them up and so many different ways you can practice, so we're always going to have ABC periods and teach periods and group periods, and team periods and Pascal and inside and these type of things. But we've got to sort of stay separate right now because of the non-pads.
11 years ago, I don't remember this many cameras around here when you started.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Is there any update on Demetrius' status? Saw he was out there. Is he still stage 2?
He's stage 3. Stage 3. So we'll get through camp here and see how he does. But he's done everything he's supposed to do thus far.
With Paulino Bell, was there any surprise seeing him coming back and getting on the field this quickly?
Well, he's lost some weight, so he's got to get out here. He's got some things to make up, and he's starting from scratch really. But he's got to get back to 250 or so and that type of thing. So it's going to take him a little bit of time, and there's a big learning curve. So we'll see how he does when he puts pads on. But we'll see.
Mark, will you do your what do you call it? Your council or your captain choices any differently this year?
No, we'll still take that same approach and let our players pick those 12 guys and then take the captains from those 12.
Still have that council?
Yes, we still have that council.
From a coaching standpoint, what are some of the strengths that you see in Gerald Holmes?
I think Gerald is a fifth-year player. He brings leadership to our football team in general. I think he's tough. He's an outstanding special teams player. So you see him in every phase of the game. He plays offense. He's in the mix as a starter. All three of those guys to me are starting tailbacks. LJ, Ian, Mondre, London. They all are good enough to play as a starter. And I think the biggest thing is that he's been there. He understands what he needs to do, and he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy that's very athletic and he's explosive.
What do you want to see from the true freshmen that either enrolled early or here for the first time that maybe can put them on the field right away?
The first thing they have to do is learn how to play with their pads on, which we haven't got it on yet, and then also they need to be able to cross those spectrums of learning. You got to walk through things and then talk through things, and then go through individual and rep and take it to group and then take it to scrimmages and those type of things. So right now they know a little bit what they're supposed to do, but they don't know it unconsciously. They can't make these decisions on habit, and it's got to become on habit. So they need reps.
This is a staff with such a young team and so few veterans. Have to be more teachers right now at this point.
Yeah, I think we got to be, coaches. You're talking, or players? Yeah, we got to be teachers. We always have had to be, and we spend the entire day with these guys, so they'll get it from A to Z, just over and over.
You always say you sleep well. Was last night a restless night before day one?
No, I slept fine. Ready to go.
Mark,
ready to go.
How's the tight end situation with Soko? Does he look like he's ready to take that next step?
Yeah, I think Matt is an athletic guy, catches the ball very clean. I think he's ready to take the next step, as one of those premier guys, and Noah Davis as well. And then really Matt Dotson and Jack Camper are two young freshmen that athletically, they fit the bill. They can run, they can catch. They're 240 pounds, 6'4", so all those things are very positive for those guys. That's good.
It looked like Morrissey had a pretty good spring, and it looks like he's building off that a little bit.
Yeah, Matt's a fourth-year junior. He's a strong leader for us. He knows exactly what to do. He does it with a lot of confidence, and he's an explosive guy. He's a good jumper, and he's got range. Good ball skills. That's good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.